You know what? God bless you people. God bless all of you lovely people. What up, D. Jones? Let me say hello to my people first. Des, I hope you're feeling Irene. Desiree, today, I know you at work doing your thing. You probably looked at this video later. Red, what up, homegirl? Eating up all the popcorn. Hey, I know you, girl. What happening, C Red? Ray Skater, upper echelon. Nyla plays, Liz. Uh, and let me say this to you. Why do you need to know? You better stop talking crazy. Because I don't want to block you, but I will. But I'm going to block your last comment because I don't appreciate the language, not whatsoever. And, I'm not having it on here. But what up, Donald Gilbert? Donald Gilbert, my main man, the most skeptical individual I ever known, but he's a cool person. Surprised he's still around. Because Donald and I used to go at it. But what up to all you people? And Des, I didn't say you called me names. So there's that. Now, what up, Copper Skin and Copper Color? How both of you guys doing? I like to say hello to those people who are always on the channel and they support the channel because they're always here. And I appreciate that because you guys know I don't ask for much. So I really appreciate when you guys are on the channel and hanging around and talking to the old dude. Now I'm going to have to announce I'm going to make a switch when it comes to my lives. There's been, just complaints about my lives being long, which it's a live. It lives along. People like to talk. That's cool. But, a lot of people keep saying, you keep making all these videos, yada, yada, yada. One person said, you make all these videos, but you claim you don't watch the game. You live in Cleveland. You're a Cleveland fan. I know that you watch the games. You chose the Indians to win, yada, yada, yada. I do not live in Cleveland. I am not a Cleveland fan. And I have not watched one full game in probably 20-something years. Okay? I only watch the highlights just to commentate on them. And I just started doing that 2 years ago. So think what you want. I don't care. I'm going to read through some of these comments before I get in to trying to dissect what happened yesterday, because a lot of you have seen the game and you have your your own feeling on what happened. I need to go to the gym. And I don't want to go out because it's raining. But you guys have your own theory, and I appreciate that because that's all feedback, okay? You guys actually know more than I do because I just don't watch it. You know what I mean? Nonetheless, I like to, throw out what I think. Once again, the predictions for the games that, just kind of the in-between games, I'm not really good at that. I'm good at the end result. You know what I mean? So there's that. And for you guys who are saying I make too many videos, it's because it's just feedback. You guys want to talk to me a lot. So I make videos a lot because people like to talk. So for those of you guys who think I make too many videos, just don't watch them all. There it is. But for the rest of us, we like to celebrate each other and converse. This is what we do. So I'm going to go through some of these comments. The NBA can't sell the storyline of LeBron James leaving Cleveland if he wins the series and or championship. Professionalism sports are scripted. Fix more of the, and I don't know what else he's saying, but basically he's saying that LeBron is going to leave this season. D. Jones, he says, took a shoulder to the face. Okay. D. Jones took a shoulder to the face. Oh, wow. And let's see. My man, Fat John said LeBron fixed game 2. Too many threes, plus he keep looking at the clock. All right. Now, I'm going to try to catch some of this. Another disclaimer, I can't show you guys any videos because of copyright strikes. I got a copyright strike the other day trying to appease you guys, and I'm sorry. I just don't want my channel to go down, so I just have to do it clip by clip, frame by frame. I can't do the whole showing you guys a video because they're going to give me a copyright strike. All right, so there that is. LeBron played different in the second half. So everybody is noticing LeBron playing different and pretty much putting the onus on him. I'm going to find out, what the breakdown is over here. So we're going to get into that. And I didn't want to listen to you all while you're laying in bed. just telling you all. Barry Quinn said he didn't want to listen to me while I was laying in bed. Okay, so I just made those videos just to be making them. But you know what? I feel you. You're a guy. You're not really trying to see a guy in bed. Usually I make those videos when I'm reading the Bible. You know what? I'm not going to apologize for it, but it's okay. Yo, bro. Yeah. He's saying that my videos are too long. So I don't think I'll make any more sports videos in bed because, it's a lot of guys who watch and there's that. So I'm going to change that up. Just to, because you guys come to the channel. I appreciate you. Cavs not looking too good. The land all day. I didn't call you names. This is Desiree saying she didn't call me name. And thank you for a better picture, Desiree. That picture actually looks great. I didn't call you names. Who called you names? Well, I was talking about why do you need to know? And a couple other guys who were just saying crazy stuff. And that's his name. Why do you need to know? LeBron winning a series. Okay, now here's Demetrius Ward, who I think he gets it. All right? And Desiree, please stop getting mad about these games. All right. So he said, LeBron winning a series. It's scripted once again. Tone is right, and I'm not a yes man. He said Boston may win Game 2, which I did, because of the ratings. All right? They got to make the money back. I don't know how. Okay? So there's somebody who's wide awoke, and this is why do you need to know. Who's just talking crazy. For someone who supposedly doesn't watch the games, you sure as hell make a ton of videos about it and talk about it. You 100% watch the games. You pick the Indians. Why would I watch the games and then say I don't watch the games? Is that going to make me some kind of better person? Why do I need to lie to people I don't even know? Crazy, man. Give me the truth. Do you still think Cavs will make it? Absolutely, Jaco T. I do 100%. Anonymous commented on my last video on how terrible it was. Wrong, and Lee Bill EM said wrong prediction. Cavs won't go anywhere. That's a one-man team. They got nothing else. I beg to differ. Anonymous, well-toned. Are the Cavs going home? Could we possibly see the Celtics-Warrior matchup? Or maybe even Boston-Houston Rockets. Boston-Houston Rockets would be a deplorable game. I had faith in you, Tone. Looks like you were wrong. Yes, I was wrong. Yeah, and it's over. So, all right. There's that. Let's do this. All my fun people. I did want to go ahead and illustrate something here. I wanted you guys to listen to something. I just wanted you guys to take a listen to SAS and what he says.
Importantly, you see his own players calling him a genius and going all out and giving max effort, and you're oblivious or indifferent to the changes and the adjustments that he feels the need to make when it compromises their playing time or whatever. That speaks to his greatness as a coach. I respect the hell out of Ty Lue. I think Ty Lue is a champion. He knows what he's doing, and it's pretty difficult to judge him besides that point. You have to look at the Cleveland Cavaliers, and while you're tempted to hold him accountable, a coach, when you know what you're doing schematically and you're tried and proven in that regard, it gets to a point, Scott, where you have to look at guys' effort. You saw this game in the second half. Where the hell was Cleveland's effort? It was non-existent. It was nowhere to be found. It was an embarrassing effort in the third quarter. Your backcourt combined shooting 1 for 11 from the field in George Hill and J.R. Smith, who ultimately ended up getting outscored a combined 41-3 as the starting backcourt for Cleveland compared to Jaylen Brown and Terry Rozier. That's just an embarrassment beyond measure. I mean, they're on the back of milk cartons right now, for crying out loud. There's an APB out for all of them. We don't know where the hell they are right now. And so if you're looking at LeBron James, you're not getting any help whatsoever, and you have to wonder when that's going to have a contagious effect on a team where you're going to see such lackluster effort, and then all of a sudden you saw it. In the third quarter, they stopped playing. Look at the wide open layups that the Boston Celtics were registering. And then to make matters even worse, that was a flagrant foul by J.R. Smith, pushing Al Horford in the back. But then when Marcus Smart got in his space, he shoved Marcus Smart again. That could have easily been another flagrant, and it could have been an automatic ejection. So he got away with something there as well. In the end, what it comes down to is that they looked lethargic. They looked indifferent. They literally looked like they quit. And when you have an experienced squad led by the best player in the world, I don't know how much you hold the coach accountable for that when you clearly see this flake.
Now, this is coming from a man who studies the game, who's been studying the game for many years, who knows more about the game than most players. Okay? I don't usually listen to SAS. But when I take a soundbite from him or anyone else that sounds exactly like what I would say if I watched the game, then I take it to illustrate that I'm not the only one. And I don't watch these games. I'm not into these games. This is somebody who's watching the games, who knows these players. Heck, he knows their mamas. Okay? He knows the hoods that they come from. I can't tell you where any of these players came from except LeBron James, and that's because he came from the same city I was born in. All right? Him and Steph Curry. Other than that, I don't know. So you guys heard it. You guys can tell me what you think. All right? Now, I'm going to try to look at some of these plays because what I'm probably going to show you is what Stephen A. Smith already told you. Wide open lanes, easy shots, team look like they quit. When you have, your backcourt shooting game was non-existent. They just didn't show up. Collectively, you guys, this is not an accident. This is not an accident. This is staged. This is 100% staged. And you guys who are getting emotional and all into this, this is what I warned you about. Don't do this to yourself. Don't get into these games to the point where you just are so wrapped up into them. And I tell you all the time, don't bet on these games. At least don't bet a lot. Win a little money, okay, fine, if that's what you're going to do. But don't bet your rent on it. Don't put no 500 on it. Shoot, put 500 on my channel so I can put 500 to a charity. Let's put that money into a charity. Let's do that. Let's pick a charity. If you're going to bet, let's pick a charity and put money into that. You pick the charity. All right? Let's do that. You know what I'm saying? If you guys want to throw some money down, you know, if you lose, but you ain't going to make no money that way. I get it. You're out here trying to make money off of what me and Tony Tell It Like It Is and all these other guys say. And when you lose your little bit of money, you know, because of something, we say, you mad. We don't care. Now, looking at these plays, trying to understand these plays, you have a man defense. Boom, 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 and boom. You have a man defense here. It's not a zone. This is a man defense. This is a switch up from what we've seen in game 1. All right? This is a complete switch up from what we've seen in game 1. Now, looking at the score, this is the third quarter. So I don't even know what they did in the first quarter because I don't have the full game in front of me. But nonetheless, when you look at these plays here, like I said, you can start to dissect who's doing what. You can see which way a man is going. Man here, man here, man here, man here, and this man's going to switch to the outside. All right? These defenses mean a lot. Now, when he said Cleveland gave him wide open lane for easy layups, this can easily be manipulated. One of the ways is if the guy breaks to the basket, right here, this guy breaks to the basket. This guy is a statue. He doesn't break to the basket or break to the point of the guy, which he would really break to the basket for a better angle. This guy right here would stand and post up. He would just put his arms up and get in this guy's driving lane and hopefully catch a charging foul, which would be an offensive foul on the person with the ball. That is simple basketball, and it works. That's simple, fundamental basketball. Get in their lane, plant your feet, put your hands up, offensive foul. That's simple basketball. But when you have complaints about wide open lanes, you're going to have this guy's going to get lost quick on the first step. This guy's going to stand still. This guy's going to break towards another offensive player. This ball's going to go in. It's just that easy. This guy, statue. It's just that easy. There's simple, fundamental basketball that's just not being played. And this is how you know that it's being fixed. This is the stuff I'm talking about, people. Like, cut it out with the going crazy and it's just simple basketball. Now this is a simple defense. He just got beat. Guy came and pulled up on him at the foul line. That happens all the time. He just got beat. It's a simple play. It's a push-off. He's going to come down, break towards the right, and push off with his left, and boom, go up, boom. See, pushed off, made some space. That's a Michael Jordan move. Made him some space, boom. He's going to hit it at the top of the foul line. That's a good move. There's nothing fake about that. People get lost on that all the time. But you guys just need to look more at these plays. If you're going to watch basketball, then watch it. Learn from it. Don't just be entertained and hope that your team wins. Because if you do that, you're going to lose a lot of money. You know what I mean? Look and see what they did in the previous game, or even in the previous year. Study the way they run the ball. And then you can probably predict what they're going to do in the next game. You can say, okay, Cleveland's going to play a man-to-man defense. They're going to play perimeter offense. They play a man-to-man defense and they play a perimeter offense. You know it can be a high-scoring game if he's not missing the threes. But they were missing the threes on purpose. You heard what Stephen A. Smith said. He said they were missing. They were missing the threes. It wasn't even compared to what Rozier and them was doing. You know what I'm saying? And that flagrant foul he's talking about, why didn't they call that? That's a setup to me for J.R. Smith. I just made some money. I'm about to make some money. About to make some money on Opera. Anyways, so I'm going to cut the video because you guys complain about the videos too long. I'm not going to go, wait, what? Uncle Drew. What? It's Uncle Drew. on the sideline, trying to be hopeful. What up, Uncle Drew? Kyrie Irving in the house. Yeah, Kyrie, your team's gonna lose, but it's good for you to show up and be a cheerleader. You know, we appreciate your Drake efforts. we appreciate it, Kyrie, but yeah, your team's gonna lose. And I just want to say, for those of you who think that the Celtics are gonna lose, put your money where your mouth is. Put your money up. I'll put $50 that you're gonna lose. I'll put that up right now. I got 50 on it. Who won it? And God loves you, and so do I.